Hello, this is Liz with Crafty Devotion. We'll be making this flower today. This is a gray satin flower that is melted, and it is actually using the folding technique. This is more of a pink color, and this is gray with lavender. And I have this different satins, and some satins, when you choose them, some of them will melt well, others will not. And I love the kind of satin that melts and it gives it a slightly darker color but doesn't burn. And you do have to, I test my fabrics when I have them, and I see what is the best way to make a flower with them. And this one kind of fabric, you can use it for a variety of kinds, from roses to a melting technique flower. And this is the first time I have created the folding technique and the melted together. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I cut the fabric into squares, and these are about a 3-inch square. They're not exact, and especially because this fabric is hard to cut. I was using my board, but my roller thing for my board is just so messed up, so I've been using scissors. I'm going to start out with a piece of the fabric. As you can see, I placed a piece of the fabric in the back, and then I showed you how to place about a 1/4 of an inch circle in the center of your circle, or approximately the center of your circle. And then we are going to fold these, and we're going to do a slightly different fold. For this one, I did it slightly differently. Before we were folding them like this, right in half. I'm going to stagger it just once like that. And then I'm going to come up exactly the same way in the detailed version, and I'm going to come up this way, and then leave that little bit there and pull this up to make sure it's nice and pointy. And then my glue, it goes right here on the edge, and then I place it right down. And these are going to be all the petals that I used in this project. And I cut, you want to start with 8, so I'm going to make 8 of these, and then after I'm done making the 8 petals, I will be right back and show you how I assemble this. And it's very simple. Then I'll show you the finishing touches I put on it. And one of the things that I do use is you need either a candle or some type of a flame that you can put on these. I will show you what I have. I have discovered certain kinds of lighters that are available, and I'll show you that I am enjoying. I'm liking using them, and I don't always use them, but it's certainly, to me, much more handy and quick than actually using a candle. I have begun attaching the petals, and what I do is I take the circle, and then I put a little small 1/4 inch circle in the center, and along that edge I basically attach the petals along the edge of the circle. And again, I explained this in detail and explained to you the why, but all you do is you place the point next to that point, and you hold that down, and you make sure this overlaps the previous petal, overlaps that area that you left folded right there. That's what's overlapping on. See, it overlapped right there. Okay, so you do that for all of your petals. And I'll come right back when I get close to the end. Okay, I'm on my last petal, and I have used 8 petals. And when you make these flowers, if you need more petals, then make more petals. If you need less petals, then put less petals. But I have found that using this technique has really simplified this for me and made it so that they basically seem to go pretty evenly with that little 1/4. So you want to make it bigger and more petals, you can make your little circle larger, and it will probably accommodate you there. Now when I get to this point and I've put all my petals on, the last one I make sure that it's also on top, not underneath it like this. I just pull it on top because I forget, always forget that. And then I go around to look to see if there are any openings. If so, then I make sure that I go between it and close it up like this. But okay, so that's beautiful, and because of the type of fabric, it has a lot of volume, and one layer to me is enough for this flower. Then I go to the back and I seal, I glue this right back also on. There we go. I put more glue just so that it's all over, and I like to leave, just put a little bit of glue in the first, because then afterwards I can move them around if I want, or you know, if I make a mistake, then I have less glue that I have to remove or whatever, because there's all kinds of things that happen when you make beautiful flowers. Sometimes you make mistakes, at least I do. You can leave this really shabby and shabby this up even more, and you'll see that even some of these things fall off and it makes it very shabby. But she wanted a more finished look, so that's what we're going to do next. So this is one of the lighters that I use, and it is called, I remember the first time I started getting these lighters, my children made fun of me, because the truth is that these are called the Torque Eagle brand, and they're I guess a lot of people purchase them who are drug addicts, and the reason why is because it has a very high flame and it gives a blue flame. Now I also noticed that after I had used this disappearing pen on my fabric, and before it disappeared I started putting flame on it, and I noticed that it changed colors and it made it kind of purple, and I thought, oh well, that doesn't matter since I'm using purple. So what I'm doing is I'm going like in this direction and just kitting the edges, and basically in this fashion it makes it so easy to actually do this process, because it's all sitting there all shaped, and you can see right there where I have not done this side, and this side I have, and I can, after I do most of it, then I'll go back and I'll do more, and I'll show you one more lighter I found, which is also for cigars, I think. It's called Cookies. I don't know, I found it in somebody's pocket and I said, whoa, that's a nice lighter. But anyways, it has a very easy tilt here. So if you like lighters and you like to use them, this would be a fantastic lighter. It's easy to hold, and I prefer the Torque one because it's easier for me to aim it and use it just like a little Torque lighter. I prefer this one, but this is a great lighter also. If you like that, using it that way, you can, you know, use the flames from underneath. Here in the United States, to order this, you have to order it, or at least in California, you order it, but it comes with no fuel. So you have to learn how to add fuel to these. So this is pretty much what I do, is I go through and I seal all the edges, and it melts it. You can see it happening before your eyes, and you can see here it changes a color, darker. And see this one right here, I think it might have been that edge I told you that. And any spot that looks like it needs more, you just do a light. Now I want you to notice that I'm not totally like touching it. I am doing it from afar and watching what happens, and then I stop or move it out of the way as soon as it does what I like. So you can do as much as you want, and you can see some of these frays here. So there's still a few frays. I'll just do this, and sometimes I'll come from the back. A lot of times it helps to come from the back first and get some things in the back. Get used to doing this with the fabric, but every fabric that you use, you need to test it, because some fabrics will burn and some will not. So and also if you're a beginner, you should have water available with you, or be ready, because you can burn yourself. This is not something that you should do without being careful, working with flame. And there we go. Let's see the difference. Very similar, and I can keep on going if I look at it and I say, oh well, that needs, right, this one right here, I see some fray, so I'll get that fray. And then you can also look at it and say, oh, well, that one right there is a little sticking out a little more than I want it to, so let me melt it a little more. I want that to have more color, because you could see it darkens the edges and gives it a little more texture or little bit of color. So it's just like, you know, so each fabric works differently. Some will darken more than others. Some will not darken at all. Some will burn and it will not work. And you can do the same thing with other fabrics. Okay, so I hope you're inspired to experiment with this. And these little roses I have here are actually pre-made, and this one was really loose, so I'm going to put an extra glue on it. And I know it'll get sealed in as soon as I stick it in there. And then we placed a little pearl on top. So if you have any questions about this or any of my crafts, ask. And you'll be surprised at how often I make decisions based on your questions on my channel. If you ask a question, it's very likely that I may then bring it up when other people, because if you're not alone, if you have a question, other people have questions. So there we go. Now we have two, and they look gorgeous. This one looks a little smaller, and I think it's because I melted it a little more. So all of this is up to you, how much you melt it. These do not need to be exact. Happy crafting, and be sure to comment below and give me a share my channel with your friends and give me a thumbs up. I'll talk to you next time.